Hey, welcome to the DanjA Zone. It's Ashley. Thank you so much for being here. Now, initially, I was just going to go ahead and get started with my video for tomorrow's dinner. And if you don't know anything about that channel, look down below. And I hope you subscribe. I hope to see you there. Anyhow, I heard some mind-blowing info. We're about to talk about it, but really, really fast. I wanted to say a few thank yous. Thank you to Shams. Everybody had a Shams mug. I wanted one too, y'all. So I got me a Shams mug. She sent some really cool stuff with my mug. Girl, I'm so grateful. Thank you. And you know what? You couldn't have done a more perfect job picking out hair color. September is my birth month, and everybody knows blue sapphire is the September birthstone. So I mean, that stuff is all through my head. I love it. Thank you so, so much. And I'm going to be hitting you back now because I got you some stuff too. And I thank you so much. Miss Celeste, I wanted to say thank you for your prayers. My neck started feeling better last night. My shoulder and my neck have been hurting super bad for about 2 months. And it was really worrying me. I thought, well, I don't want to go to a doctor, but if I have to, I will. And that's just about the point I was at yesterday. It was hurting bad. And so I've been bathing in that old Bengay and Blue Emu and everything else. And nothing was helping until Miss Celeste wrote me and she said, we're going to pray tonight. And I said, thank you. And I'm super grateful. So I feel, literally, it's like a 180-degree turnaround. Some people just have it, y'all. Some people have the power, and she has to be one of them, because even though, it just feels better. Anyway, thank you. Now, a huge thank you to Miss D. We have a drive-through zoo up here, and my most favorite thing when you're driving through is to feed the sheep and the lamb. I love them. And so it was really cute. She sent me, hold on, I'm going to show you, a really cute card with a beautiful little lamb, and wrote me a sweetest note. She called me yesterday, and I'm so sorry I missed your phone calls. I will be calling you back. And she told me in the voicemail, I had no idea, that lambs love peppermints. So when I go back to the drive-through zoo, I'm most definitely going to include some yummy peppermints with my zoo yummies and feed the little lambs. I love that card. It's been sitting on the bookshelf in my living room. Anyhow, you guys, I cannot believe the disrespect from these people. I have to first say lots of love and many blessings your way. Now let's get on with it. We've talked about this in the past, but when they signed up with Netflix, it was important for them to clean up their image. They were doing massive damage control, remember? Still are. They've acted really fast. It's like they've jam-packed all of these good deeds over the last couple of weeks. Have you noticed? Like the donation they recently matched for Harry's birthday to camp, fed $130,000. And of course, Harry kicked back and cocky, talking about all the good that's going to come out of that movie, Rising Phoenix, which does nothing more than benefit him monetarily. Of course, we all know he had to pick one or the other. It was either Invictus or Rising Phoenix. Amazon agreed to stream the Invictus games. Netflix is doing Rising Phoenix. So naturally, they had to go with the money. Netflix. Another thing they had to clean up was Frogmore Cottage. Initially, it was such a big deal, the payback of Frogmore Cottage, to Harry and Meghan, that they had to work out a payment plan, remember? But because they had to act quickly and right their wrongs, they paid it in full. You will not believe what I'm about to tell you. I'm going to say I have a pretty reliable source. I can't say this is fact or fiction. It was told to me that Tony Johnston Burt received a phone call from Harry and Meghan's attorneys. Now, he's a senior aide, and he's one of the Queen's favorites. But I'm not really sure if he handles, the business side of things. I don't think so. So I'm very confused as to why he was contacted. I almost think the Queen's not taking any calls from Meghan and Harry. Why else would their attorneys contact this man? Evidently, Meghan and Harry really couldn't afford to pay back Frogmore Cottage in one lump sum. A sweet friend of mine told me they're not receiving $1 million per speech. Instead, they're going to receive anywhere between $250,000 and $400,000 per speaking event. There's a huge gap between $400,000 and $1 million. So evidently, there's a loophole for them to receive their money back. And their attorneys were trying to convey this message to the Queen. Y'all, they're pushing their luck. So because Frogmore Cottage is a historical house and it sits on Crown Estate property, they could easily decide, hey, look, thanks for the gift, but no thanks. We're giving it back to you. That would in turn force the monarchy to pay them back all the money that they had to repay for the updates on Frogmore Cottage. That's not fair. This was leaked out and somebody ended up doing a podcast about it. And a part of the podcast, they had a guest that was a royal expert, in which this person said, hey, they better never try that. It's not going to go good for them at all if this is the case. So is this what they plan on doing? I knew something was weird when instead of following their repayment plan they went through all the trouble to make, they paid the bill off in full. Why didn't they do that to begin with? Everything about Meghan and Harry's ordeal has been really strange to me. Speaking of strange, oh my gosh, is this coming from Harry or Meghan? Harry, they're saying, is so upset because Meghan wasn't included in the well wishes he received from his family on his birthday. I was unaware it was Meghan's birthday also. They must be Siamese twins these days. It makes no sense to me, you guys. She's turned off so badly by the royal family, yet wants to be included? Why? Shoshana, you nailed it again. And I'm sure we've all heard the news that Miss Ruth Bader Ginsburg, an Associate Justice of the Supreme Court, has passed away. Of course, she was nominated by President Bill Clinton back in '93. And just like you predicted, Shoshana, Meghan was not going to allow this opportunity to pass her by. Yet another inspiration, according to Meghan, all of her life, this feminist. It really feels like anyone connected to the Clintons is just an inspiration to Meghan. For a couple of folks looking desperately for privacy, we sure hear a lot from them. I hope y'all are having a great weekend. I'll see you soon and we'll talk fast. Please stay safe and be blessed.